Actually, in these volatile environments that we see here in the economy, our integrated business model is really showing its strength. If you look at the third quarter 2024, we produced 1.4 billion euro operating cash flow. And that's 200 million up from the second quarter. And looking at the full year, we had 4.4 billion euro operating cash flow, just slightly below the very strong year last year. Now, how did that happen? I think we saw weaker results in energy and in fuels, and that was compensated partially by a much stronger chemical environment.
Fascinating. Full stream, just having some mitigating factors from, as you say, downstream operations as well. Alfred, let me go back to one of your initial words. You mentioned the word volatile as well. I think it's absolutely extraordinary, the broader environment at the moment. There's certain stuff you can't do anything about. We'll maybe cover some of that later in the interview. But what can you do to mitigate these extraordinary price moves we're seeing at the moment?
I think one big thing is our integrated business model across three different segments, across energy, fuels, and chemicals, because that allows us to divert supply chains and the like, and stabilize our results. As I said, operating cash flow, the measure that also drives our dividend distribution policy, very strong result year to date and also in the third quarter, given the environment that we are in. So that's the play that we have to do. And of course, our strength that OMV has been playing over the years to be operational, efficient, make sure we are productive and keep moving forward.
Yeah, that operating cash flow, absolutely pivotal to keep the divvy in play. I mean, you've got a huge divvy. Is the divvy, given the share price declines, and it's not just your company, it's the entire sector as well, is the dividend at risk at all? I mean, if my system's right, it says you've got a 13% yield at the moment.
Yeah, compared to the share price that we had at the end of last year, the 2023 dividend was a 12+% dividend yield. You're correct. We're very competitive and attractive with this. We are quite proud of our dividend policy, where we are looking at a regular and a special dividend to make sure we can also have our shareholders participate in our strong cash flow performance.
Okay, let's move on, Alfred. This dreadful, horrible, horrific war is going on and on and on. Talk to me about the ramifications, actually, and what you're doing and what the country is doing, Austria, to actually lessen Europe's dependence on Russian projects. I'm talking specifically, I guess you know as well, about deals with Gazprom.
Yeah, so OMV supplies about 30% of Austria's gas demand. And we have worked very hard over the last 2 to 3 years to make sure we can fully diversify our gas supplies. We are now in a position where OMV is no longer dependent on Russian gas supplies because we have secured the supply sources from non-Russian locations, and we have also secured the logistics to bring the gas to our customers. So when the supplies stop, we can supply all our customer needs with those non-Russian supplies.